to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
A cube of all of the world's gold would only be roughly 21 meters tall.
Really?
Really? How much would it weigh?
A lot.
Many.
Several.
Many, much more.
So many. At least 7.
Speaking of gold, I'm Cameron.
Oh, wow. That was a...
You should use the hashtag Geeks Corner to talk to us tonight.
Is that gold or fool's gold?
Hey, you. Anyways.
Hey, wise guy.
No, did you hear the joke I just made? Because I don't want you to miss it.
Hey, you.
I said AU, which is the periodic lettering. Hashtag Geeks Corner. Talk at us tonight. Please save us.
We made a lot
Or
of
save Cameron.
periodic table jokes.
Hashtag save Cameron. Hashtag Geeks Corner. I don't know where that's going, but that's...
Is this Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Save Cameron.
Save Cameron?
He was... Cameron
I don't think there was
did
Twitter
not
during
deserve
that movie.
Ferris Bueller as a friend because Ferris Bueller was a bad person. He's a really bad person. Cameron was a nice guy.
Yeah, Cameron was a nice
He was
guy.
a nice guy.
He didn't deserve it.
He didn't.
He did not deserve it. I hope he grew up and became something successful, but I have a feeling he didn't.
Well, he came from money, so I think he would do okay.
Well, depending on if he survived the day after the day off.
The Day After the Day Off is a great poem title.
It's my next Doomsday film, actually.
The day after the return of next week's filings for the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, join us next week for more Ferris Bueller's Day Off discourse.
Welcome to our Ferris Bueller's Day Off
I
cast.
feel like that's a completely separate show that's not Geeks Corner, that we literally, it's like an addendum to Geeks Corner where we just go into Ferris Bueller's Day Off for 35 minutes.
We talk for a couple minutes for about a year. You're going to have to go through and edit all the footage together for one consistent discussion.
And it's about twice the length of the actual film.
Yeah, roughly. It's the director's cut.
Okay, there you go. All right, this week, as you know, is the 4th of July, which we celebrate here in the United States. For those of you watching overseas, I know of at least a couple of you.
And those of you watching to the north, happy Canada Day yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Disneyland is a great place to celebrate the 4th of July, as is Walt Disney World. First off, have either of you spent the 4th of July at Disneyland?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to direct my question at Cameron.
He worked there.
What did you like most about the 4th of July at Disneyland?
The 9 o'clock fireworks.
Oh,
That
yeah,
at
true.
9:30 this year?
Yeah, well, so they have a tradition, or I guess they're not really doing this year too much, but usually they'll say something to the effect of, oh wait, no, this is for, I'm thinking New Year's, excuse me. I'm thinking...
I'm
thinking the 9 o'clock fireworks for that. I'm wrong.
Yep, that would be because that would be New Year's on.
I'm wrong.
I was like, this is interesting, but go on.
No, I do really enjoy the 4th of July fireworks, specifically because I feel like a third of the audience there somehow doesn't know that they're going to be happening. It's really weird. Like, it's 4th of July. They'll do the normal show, and then there's the asterisk of 4th of July fireworks.
It looks like this year they're just doing the 4th of July
It's cool,
fireworks.
but in years past, it's been a thing at the end. And it's great because you'll see people like, oh, it was a great show. Bum, 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 bum. It's so good. And there's...
I did actually have to explain to a coworker today because she said, I just wanted the day off on 4th of July because I wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge because no one's going to be at Disneyland on 4th of July. And I said,
First off.
So, no, she goes, well, they don't do anything special. And I said, actually, a few special things. So speaking of people don't know what's happening, people really don't know what's happening.
But really, it's about the fireworks. Yes, there's food.
Yes.
Yes, there's merchandise. Mickey Mouse wears a cool suit. But it's really about the fireworks.
Yeah,
and they're ridiculously cool. Where, for those that don't know the parks as well as we do, would you suggest going to watch said fireworks if you don't want to be right in the middle of the chaos?
Yeah. I really enjoy the very small back path. If you're going towards Critter Country and you turn to the right at the small food shack that's back there, I forget the name of it, but it's where they park the Columbia night, so it'll probably be there at that point. Small turn to the right, there is a small path and bridge that goes over the track of where Splash Mountain is.
And you can kind of hear the music.
The music is much quieter, but very rarely is it busy, and you can enjoy the fireworks.
That is true.
It's a small world. It's probably, I bet, usually.
I think Small World's a safe place to go. I actually think also if you're in Critter Country before, during Fantasmic, you just happen to make your way to the New Orleans Square area in front of where the Fantasmic viewing area is, you can probably get a fairly decent spot there as people leave from Fantasmic to go look at Main Street. And our producer, Tyler, is holding his hand, so most...
Anything but Galaxy's Edge, go ahead.
Anyway,
And if you don't care about the music, go see it from Batu.
Yeah.
Fireworks are so cool.
Fireworks in
I'd
Batu
say
are
go see
very
it.
cool there. They're getting more and more popular every time we've been. People are discovering it. They don't play music, which we had a comment on YouTube this week suggesting that they did, and I actually talked to the Disneyland president about this a couple of weeks ago. But I kind of have regretted ever since the moment I brought it up, because if they had the entire area playing music, it would kind of ruin the sound design of being in a living, breathing community.
Yeah.
And I would prefer if it was like playing in one of like the radio stations, like
Yeah,
certain
if DJ
areas
Rex
you
brought it
hear.
on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They do
different.
land-wide. DJ Rex takes it over.
It's true.
They can do that.
Do something, but do something maybe not as the rest of Disneyland, but make it feel like it's still in the Star Wars universe, and definitely use End of Jedi for the music.
See, I prefer to hum the end of the Frozen film over the fireworks. It's personal preference.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
You know,
You understand.
yeah,
You've seen the film.
right?
You're Queen Elsa.
I have no
You
clue
were
what's
there.
going on. All right. Mickey Soundsational Parade is saying goodbye, and it's saying
That-
goodbye
To the
very
pain
soon.
of the past.
That was good.
July 17th will be the final day of, which is an interesting day to choose.
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Goodbye, parade. I don't know, like maybe
Well-
July 16th I would have almost picked.
I think the other thing that's going to be very funny is I imagine something's going to happen for the birthday because it usually happens on Disneyland's
Yeah,
birthday.
there's going to be the march thing set in the parks.
So
block.
they're going to be like, look over here! Bye, Soundsational. Like, it's there's going to be a lot happening.
So what do you think about the end of the Sound Station?
I'm really upset. Honestly. I love Soundsational.
Cameron?
I'm less upset because it's not going anywhere. As evidenced by other parades returning, it will come back.
Well, it's already come back once.
Yes.
You never know.
You really don't know, though.
Magic. I'm actually, like, I think it's kind of sad that it's going away when it's going away. I'd prefer it finished out the summer, but
Yeah.
I kind of think it would be nice if something new came along. I mean, nothing ever is going to be as sad as losing Parade of Dreams, because that was by far the best parade Disneyland has ever put on. You like Paint the Night?
No. The very small Hercules parade.
Okay,
That's my favorite
How
one.
did I know?
I could have seen that one coming. Should have seen that one
The
coming.
muses are in it. Like, come on. Come on.
But Parade of Dreams was ridiculously magical and a fantastic parade, and Soundsational came along after it. So I always have that hope that there's going to be something new that's going to be great. And I think even going back to the 45th parade, which was Parade of the Stars, like that was fun, if for no other reason than to see everybody dressed in tutus dancing down Main Street. Like that was one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen on Disney property, is watching all of these different people from different areas of the world, different you name it, they were all in tutus, and it was ridiculously awesome.
Because that's what unifies us. Tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. The flip side of Soundsational going away is the Main Street Electrical Parade will be coming just a few short weeks later. What do you think about this returning again and again and again? I think there's one more again.
Not surprised.
How do you feel about it, though?
Not surprised.
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die of not surprise.
Wow.
I will say this. I've never not enjoyed the parade.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that parade.
I'm never disappointed when on Main Street and you hear that "Wah." Like it's never a bad thing.
And Pete's Dragon, for me, like, you could have nothing else in the parade, but you see Elliot coming
The
down.
patriotism at the end is pretty
That's
solid.
pretty cool, too.
I love that.
But
Love patriotic
seeing
bacon.
that dragon come down the parade route is just ridiculously awesome.
I agree.
That's,
I'm super excited about it coming back. Like, I as a Disney fan, Electrical Parade coming back it's fun and it's wonderful, it's nostalgic. I think that the cognitive dissonance comes from, wait, but it went away.
And it went away.
And it went away.
And then it went away.
And then it went away. But now it's back. But I think the funny thing was that they were so adamant that it was going away. It was not coming back. It is your final chance to see Electrical Parade. Now they're just like, how about you could see it for 4 weeks in the middle of September? That'd be fun, right?
I like it.
I love it. I'm excited to
want
see
some
it
more of
back.
it.
My watch thought I was having a medical
So,
emergency.
favorite part for you is the patriotism.
Yeah, I'll go with patriotism.
Favorite part?
I do love the stepsisters. I think it's a fun.
That is a fun part.
Yeah.
And I obviously like the dragon because that part's just ridiculously awesome as well. Do you think this is the last time we see this parade?
No.
How many more? I'm not gonna
I feel
ask.
I can't wait until Lana gets it.
So here's my question.
They're gonna waterproof it.
Disney Cruise presents
Well, you do know the
they
origins
have-
of the parade, don't you?
I was gonna say
the Disney World thing.
they have
right?
the water pageant.
The water pageant.
They're gonna.
Which is cool, by the
They're
way. I saw that
just-
when
Isn't
I
that
went.
fun to
I
see
love
in
it.
Florida?
It was
Yeah.
great.
It's so much fun.
So my question is, and this is complete speculation. This is where your chance to come up with ideas. There's another night parade that's been Disneyland Resort recently called Paint the Night.
What?
Do you think it might end up any chance in Florida for its 50th celebration?
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
I
it's an
kind of
easy
think
choice.
that's why Electric Parade is being here. I don't know anything. Like, I haven't heard anything. But,
Yeah. I think
And even if
Because
I
it hasn't
had, I
gone to
wouldn't
Disney
say
World
anything.
breaking.
yet, right?
No, Paint the Night has not been to Walt Disney World, but I think it'd be cool there.
Because I don't know. If there was any reason that it wouldn't have gone to Walt Disney World, I think that they would be finding a way to make it go to Walt Disney World now.
Ah, yes, the Jeff Goldblum method.
Life
Finds
finds
a way.
That
way.
reminds me a thing.
Reminds me of thing.
About Batu. Our good friend Roger and I were standing in Batu on Sunday night, and we were listening to the life, I guess you could say, in the Resistance encampment, and there is definitely the sounds of a dinosaur walking through the forest, and literally it sounded like the T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park.
Like the must go faster.
Right
Must
before
go
that,
faster.
no, it's the water part.
Are you guys seeing this? Are you?
It's that part,
Oh.
and it's ridiculously
I
awesome.
was so glad that I did not hear it.
You're going to now, though,
I don't want to.
because you're gonna walk through there and you're gonna start hearing these massive like.
I heard things, but I didn't hear that. That's scary.
It was so cool.
Are you sure it's not an
AT-AT?
AT-AT? That was my first
It
thought.
might be, but
There's a
I
roar to it. There's like a.
there's
roaring.
it
Maybe
seems
add
like
it for
it's an
dinosaurs
animal
now.
of some sort.
Here's your special bonus fact. In Jurassic Park, the water effect of the vibration of the water was made by taping I believe it's a bass string, specifically electric bass string, and plucking it so that it would do the thing. So there's a tech like up under like the bowels of the car just going bing.
I like it.
That is true. Let's do Emotional Whirlwind next.
Okay.
Sadness, destruction, chaos, happiness.
We're already on track with this. It opened at Disney California Adventure this last weekend, and Joy and Sadness made their appearances also in the park at Pixar
cute.
Pier. What do you think of this new edition and completion of Pixar Pier about a year after it opened?
Yay for Pixar Pier being done. Wow, I just lost my voice.
It went away.
That's an emotional whirlwind for you.
No.
That was my sitcom. But I had
GEEKS
to wait,
Corner is filmed in front of a live
I had to wait for the
studio
riff to be
audience.
done so that I could like finish it. We've done that opening and I was mad that I wasn't a part of it, so we should do it again.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
was a good
That was
opening.
a really
That was
good
one of
opening.
the best season openings we've ever done.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, you like walking in the door. Yes, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that was the season 6 opener? The season 5 opener.
It was fun.
Because Johnny Five was still here.
It was season 5.
Yes, that was
That's a good one.
yeah, really good.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's a 70s sitcom cold open. It's amazing.
It was fun.
Anyway,
We
back
wanted to do a different decade, but we couldn't come up with what it would be like.
I think the best part though is when you introduce yourself and then Cameron comes up from behind the desk and he's like
Looking like a flight attendant.
he does look like a
The
flight
best part
attendant.
is he's wearing that suit coat and he's wearing shorts in that scene.
But you can't see it because you're behind a desk.
That is true. The magic of the desk.
Back when you were games.
Anyway, Emotional Whirlwind.
Emotional Whirlwind.
I like my favorite part is fear. The fear
With
by
the no
the
height
there's no height requirement. It's so good.
I love how cute it is, and I love all the memories floating around, and I love the seating area. It does look a lot bigger in photos, so I was actually kind of weirded out how like small the area actually was in person. But I do love that there's a seating area there. I love all the static figures. I think it's really fun.
Do you guys think it looks like an attraction that was in Bugs Land at all?
No.
Okay.
Heimlich
good.
didn't look like that.
Yeah, you're right.
No. Okay, listen. Disgust is green, but she's not Heimlich.
Right. It's them and the ladybugs. I get them confused all the time.
It's
And
completely
there's no candy
understandable.
corn.
Yeah.
They're right
Or
better
fork in
with
the road.
candy corn.
I have to sneeze very loudly, and I'm
Please
warning
don't.
everyone.
Please don't.
Okay,
Please
it's not
don't
happening yet.
sneeze on me.
All right. Well, Cameron prepares.
Vote on Twitter. What direction do you think I should sneeze?
One direction.
It went away. I'm so sorry.
I don't trust you.
I don't either.
So, how do you feel about Pixar Pier now that it's completed?
I feel like that the intro to Incredibles when they say they're finally moved in. Yeah, but I just unpacked the last box, so now we're actually moved in.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed that there wasn't a lot of pomp and circumstance around it. It kind of settled into being a good thing for California Adventure. I mean, I started with, okay, they're retheming the area, to now it's like, I actually would like to spend some time over
It's
there.
a fun little
Yeah.
area.
It is.
Yeah, and I like the chicken over there.
I still haven't had it.
You should try it. The fried or
The
is it baked,
box thing,
fried?
right?
Yes.
Whatever that chicken is, it's pretty good.
When I went to the Pixar Pier premiere party
1491.
last year, just to flex that I spent $300 on a premiere party for one new attraction, I got all that food included, and I still never ate it because I went on a credit coaster 9 times.
You could have done both.
Whoops. No, I went to Lamplight
I
instead.
could not do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but because the line for chicken was so long because everyone was getting it because it
'Cause
was
it's that good.
free.
Sounds like a Bob Dylan lyric.
Everyone was waiting.
The
for
line
chicken.
for chicken was so long, 'cause it was free.
Land of the free, home of.
All right. So moving right along, they're making a new Ghostbusters movie. It appears a lot of the original Ghostbusters will be in said movie. Did you know about this?
They've resurrected all
Is
of the
this
original
news?
ghosts.
Vaguely, yes.
But the exciting new news that came out about this
You just
movie,
did a very Jay Leno. Did you hear about this?
That one.
Well, he was
We're
giving
abandoning.
he was giving me a look, so I felt like I had to respond.
Did you hear about this thing?
Do it.
One of my friends was driving in Burbank the other day, by the way, and Jay Leno pulled up next to him, definitely eating fast food as he
Yeah.
drove in this like multi-million-dollar car,
Wouldn't
which
you,
I think is
like-
amazing.
That's
I would.
all
If
the
you
time.
I
Why
love
not?
the idea of going through a drive-through in your very expensive car.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I mean, you might as well. So, Ghostbusters 2020. I
That's
don't know
the title.
I don't know what the title is. I'm just calling it because
They all update their
if you
version
say
of insurance.
Ghostbusters 3, it gets confusing. But the newest casting news to come out of this film is that Paul Rudd, the Ant-Man himself,
The Ant-Man
is going to be in this film.
as Ant-Man.
And if I didn't have as a teacher, it appears, but
Ant-Man.
maybe he turned
Professor
into a teacher.
Scott Lang.
I was gonna say Scott Lang is a teacher.
That would be amazing.
What is
as
he teaching?
Ghostbusters
Dimensional
becomes
theory.
part of the MCU.
the most ambitious crossover in film history.
It would be cool.
I don't know. Did you see the Fairly Odd Parents where they went and crossed over with Jimmy Neutron?
You bet your bippy I did.
That was a pretty good one.
Anyway, what do we think about returning to original storyline of Ghostbusters? It looks like Sigourney Weaver. It looks like Bill Murray, and
You looks like
who else
Bill
is who's going to be
Murray
in the film again?
is in the movie again.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd is there. We're gonna have a whole song.
Voice of Bo Peep. Annie Potts
Yes.
is
there you
also
go.
appearing to be in this. So a lot of the originals are coming back, and now they're adding some new cast members
Very
and
excited
also
about Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Paul Rudd's such a good choice.
What do you think about this movie with literally knowing nothing other than we've seen the car with a tarp over it in a dark...
Oh, but I'm absolutely gonna go see it. That's what I know about it.
The elder actors in it are still up to snuff as far as their timing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there are other things that were made in that same era that I would not want to see films with those same actors in it. I don't think that about the actors that are in it, and I think it's the absolute right choice to bring in fresh styles like Paul Rudd, because Paul Rudd's very different than their comedic
And
style.
he can do anything.
But I feel like that complements it so well to that universe, and you need something fresh like that, or someone fresh. I guess he's not a thing. But yeah, Paul Rudd,
so
good choice.
supposedly, what's going to happen is there's a mother with kids up in, I'm guessing New England somewhere, but small town somewhere.
Small town New England.
And
A mother and her children.
Paul Rudd's character also lives up there. We're boring Katie already. And
I hate when you point out when I yawn.
This summer,
I just looked over and I'm like, oh, tonsils.
changes will come.
Okay, tonsils.
Oh, buddies.
But
Man, in
anyway,
Ghostbusters, this time is personal.
something's gonna happen up there. They're gonna find, I'm guessing, the car, and the world's gonna change. I
Revenge
don't
is
know.
a dish best served dead.
Ghosty.
So apparently, when this movie gets closer,
Ectoplasm.
Cameron's gonna make his own version of the trailer.
This summer.
Oh, like the Star Wars thing.
Yes, like
Oh, don't make me sing the Ghostbusters
they're
theme.
gonna make one.
So loud.
That would be
No,
so fun.
I want to hear, you know those 5-part videos where they'll sing.
It's like harmonizing
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
themselves.
but
yes.
I want you to be doing the ba-da-ba-da-ba-do while also singing the song.
Yes. So what's the best thing they can do with this movie? What's the worst thing they can do with this movie?
Worst thing they can do with this movie is try to make the exact same movie.
Yeah.
Best thing they could do with this movie is have just enough nostalgia to reference it for the people that want it, but not kill us with making nostalgic references.
And move the story forward.
Yep.
So I think the worst thing that they could do is to be afraid of those ghosts.
It's true.
Because from what I heard, they ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, and I mean, busting makes you feel good.
Yeah, and
So-
if it doesn't, why are we doing this?
Right.
So that I think that would definitely be that would definitely be a miss
Yeah,
if
it's
they did either of those things. Definite win would be
If
if they knew who to call.
Yeah, yeah,
like.
mhm. They never actually mentioned the number in that song.
Yeah,
that is
I
an
think,
ineffective
I think
advertisement.
that they should do better advertising in this
It's true.
film.
It's in the commercial.
E- email
It is-
address?
It is in the commercial.
It is.
It is in the commercial.
Yeah, but they need to update. They
I'm
need to.
pretty sure that's what happens.
They need Twitter marketing.
Hit us up on Skype.
Oh, this isn't 2008.
Wow.
I like Skype. It's a convenient platform for calling
I
people.
can still hear the calling noise in my head.
The bubbly thing?
Yeah. Anyway,
Huh.
that took a turn.
That took something. I don't know what that was.
I'm very excited about Paul Rudd, the immortal,
That's not about
So
Ghostbusters.
the
here's-
immortal man.
Does Paul Rudd end up being a good guy, bad guy, or a ghost?
I really
Ghost!
hope a bad guy. It would be so much fun.
Like the inspector in the first movie, but a teacher that's trying to keep straight and narrow or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Who's...
Spooky ghost.
I'm trying to think of comparison. I really enjoy when very good comedic actors play villains in a very unexpected way. It's usually pretty good when they do it. So
I think it'd be an interesting idea.
Mhm.
Cool. Well, we have a treat for you tonight, as we mentioned in the pre-show on the DAPS Magic Facebook. We have someone in our audience tonight, world-renowned. He knows more about music than anybody.
It's true.
Opera, he knows it. Ballet, he may not love it, but he knows it.
Pokey Pokey. I mean, he turned himself around with it. I mean,
Clearly, because he's back in California after traveling the globe in a little pickup truck. He has returned to bring his musical prowess to you, our Geeks Corner viewers. And he has the unique gift, whether it's jazz, polka, rock, what else?
Always polka.
18th century Scandinavian rehashed metal chants.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Don't forget that too. And children's songs. All of the...
And
he
And
knows it all.
lest we forget,
So Steven is sitting in the front row, the master music...
is that front row orchestra or front row mezzanine?
front row.
Okay.
And we're not that fancy here at
Loge.
Geeks Corner. And so what you can do is Steven is going to hop off the Twitter. You cannot look at the Twitter. You can send me songs
Don't
right now.
do it.
And I will whistle the song and he will tell you
Immediately.
whatever it is, he's going to tell you what the song
He
is.
can know it.
He's so good.
Ridiculously
You
good.
guys-
How many years have you taken practicing this craft?
At least 10.
At least 10 years.
Oh, years.
Practicing.
Did you hear years?
Oh, I meant days.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yep, there
Got
it is.
it. Wow.
So since the last.
Yeah.
Okay. And that includes all of the last times.
Exactly.
Okay.
Collected.
I got
10
you.
days.
Okay. So tweet at me at the hashtag Geeks Corner if you have a song that you would like us to whistle for him. And
This is a two-part game. One, we actually get the predictions, and two, you can make Mr. Daps whistle any song, any song.
if I choose to use it.
Take this opportunity.
You know I can't whistle when I'm laughing or smiling, right? Okay.
I mean, I love Huey Lewis, so that's just fantastic.
And the news, right?
Yeah, and the news. The news is pretty good too.
The news is okay.
So name that tune,
Power
sir.
of Love.
Power
Yeah.
of Love.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I feel like that was a throwback to 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
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 It's all connected.
It's all connected. Wow, that was amazing.
I really like when they did the Nintendo crossover advertisement with that, the Power of Glove. That was like maybe 2 people that were listening that got that,
Wow.
and I'm so proud of it.
Wow.
I may never say anything again.
This
after
one
that.
goes out to the other side of the front row.
I really loved the X-Men of the 90s. That was so fantastic.
Wow, the fact that you could pinpoint the era.
Yeah, the decade even. It's real
That was
good.
incredible.
It's a gift.
Wow.
Don't hide that away in a bushel.
You know what's funny is I actually didn't see that. Wow. Okay, cool.
It's just like you're here and yeah.
I mean, much like Aretha Franklin, I also need respect.
It's
So.
true. Yep. Wow.
I am blown away by how you do this. We'll do one more if it comes in on the Twitter right now. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. I gotta get a tune in my head. Good luck, sir. This one.
Oh, wow. Oh. I mean, I'm a big fan of the show MASH, so when you're whistling its theme song, it's just so amazing.
It's bringing back memories.
Right?
That was a really long war, wasn't it? Didn't it go like 4 times longer than the war did or something?
11 years for the show.
For a 3-year war, is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and you think they would have had the potatoes done by then? Gosh.
You know how many sighs you just got for that?
Enough.
Like, I literally heard it just go around the room.
Well, now I'm just thinking about mashed potatoes.
I love mashed
I
potatoes.
prefer to do the twist.
I didn't do that song.
That's true, you didn't.
If you'd like to see this again, you're gonna have to wait like another 3 years
Yeah.
before Steven returns
It's a very special
with his
segment.
little pickup truck.
Or film yourself whistling any song.
And maybe we'll do
use the
something with
hashtag
it.
Geeks Corner. We'll leverage. We'll pull some strings.
We'll pull some strings.
Yeah.
That's right. Maybe we can do some remote.
I think that'd be fun.
singing.
Remote viewing.
Yeah. So Friday night we've got a special event happening up in LA. It is called Dance DTLA. Am I getting it right,
Correct.
Cameron? And we will be taking over the Instagram for them. So if you would like to see our craziness on Friday night as we learn about line dancing and the two-step,
I'm going to take my horse down to
and
Old
you
Town
see
Road.
Katie dressed up as a
Yeehaw!
sure,
As a
whatever.
yeehaw. One singular yeehaw.
We may even have Music Man Steven with us.
I'm gonna yeehaw!
But follow on Instagram at Music Center LA. All that's spelled out except for LA, which is just 2 letters.
Boy.
And we will be taking over the Insta story on Friday night at about 6:00.
Roughly 6:30.
6-ish, yeah, depending on how proactive and good we are at this kind of thing. Pushing buttons, getting on pictures and videos and all that fun stuff.
Storying.
It'll be quite the adventure. Make sure you check it out. We'll vlog about it and all that stuff too.
So fun.
But if you'd like to be there live, you can go from 7 to 11 p.m. at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, and you can learn
How do you
how
know?
to do the two-step.
Best part
And the
is
line
it
dance.
is a free event.
Oh, yeah, it's
so
free.
This is open to the public. Anyone that wants to come can. It should be a lot of fun.
It should be ridiculous, and it'll be fun. And I believe Phyllis Herman took over the Instagram
Yeah,
a couple
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
and that was hilarious.
We
And
have
so
big shoes to fill.
we have huge shoes to fill, and maybe afterwards we can get her back on here at some point. We can each talk about our experience
Fun.
taking over the Insta
Compared-
stories.
She did Bollywood, by the way.
I know.
I love that. I love that
It
so
was
much.
fantastic. But so make sure to follow at Music Center LA, and you can see our shenanigans on Friday night. And then also make sure you're subscribing to this channel, because there's going to be more shenanigans that we show that we don't show in the Insta story that you'll want to see.
Shenanigans.
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 But yeah, it's 10 o'clock, Cameron.
Wow, you should go to thegeekscorner.com,
Wow.
thegeekscorner.com if you're not there already, which I assume that you are. You can watch all of this except older.
Go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens. While you're there, subscribe to our mailing list and find our Patreon.
And subscribe to this YouTube channel, as I mentioned before, because you won't want to miss any of the crazy things that are coming up this summer, including new college band videos, all the D23 Expo coverage, which you will not want to miss as well. And then this weekly show, as well as Katie. You can watch Katie drink water every
Wow, you spoiled
Tuesday
it.
night at
Wow,
9:30.
you really ruined
Anyway,
that.
that is all the time we have for you this week. We will see you around the corner.